any statement to celebrate any of the sports icons that we have. Anytime, I'm prepared to admit it. But you should all be told that Asamoah Gyan is now a member of my club, the Club of Speakers, number 3. He's a life member of the Club of number 3. So you should take note of that. Again, I want you to show leadership, not just by words, but by deeds. We have published his memoir, and that memoir, you've been told, is legendary. That is the title of the memoir. And I want the maker of the statement to take this up and make sure that the 275 members get a copy each. They should get a copy each, and this one is not for free. You pay, and this money will go as part of your celebration of the gem, Asamoah Gyan. Please show leadership in this matter. The money will not come to me, it will go to the Asamoah Gyan Foundation, and that is what we use to start, to show that we really mean what we say. We are the leaders. We have to set the pace. You don't make proposals and you don't take action. Let's start taking action on some of these things. But I expect more statements from you. Any of you who will make this statement, be prepared that there will be contribution. Don't just come and talk, and go like it's a talking shop. We must act. So with this, I just admit one urgent matter. They've just drawn my attention to it. But before I do that, I'm told there's some agency here I have to attend to. So I will suspend sitting for just 10 minutes and come back to
make a legendary footballer named Ronaldinho once broke words and said, "Footballers learn about life with the ball at their feet." This assertion is profound, especially in a dispensation and in a world where success is often chopped up by the head and not by the feet. Nonetheless, the narratives of footballers are bold statements of what one could achieve with the feet. Speaker, footballers and the football fraternity have proven time and again what one could achieve with regard to projecting a country's image and placing the colors of culture on the map. In the history of our game in Ghana, many iconic players have graced our pitches with the tenacity and finesse of beautiful feet. Statistics in African and Ghanaian football are replete with legendary tales of such players, and one that has stood tall in the history of our game in the recent decade is none other than the legendary Asamoah Gyan. Speaker, it might be debatable who is considered the greatest of all time in the Ghanaian football, with the likes of Baba Yara, Abdul Razak, Abedi Pele, Tony Yeboah, and so forth. As such, we all may have our favorites on the pitch. Asamoah Gyan is undoubtedly one of the best in the past 2 decades, as far as the attacking department of male Ghanaian football team is concerned. History of Asamoah Gyan. Speaker, the early life of Asamoah Gyan dates to his basic school days at 7 Great Princes Academy in Dansoma. He proceeded to Accra Academy, where he started his juvenile career under the tutelage of the veteran coach J.E. Sapon. He started his professional club career at Liberty Professional with 10 goals to his credit in 16 appearances. His stay in Ghanaian Premier League was short-lived, as by 2003, he had continued his career on European pitches. The Udinese, Italy, where he scored 10 goals. Modena, Italy, on loan, he scored 11 goals. Rennes at France, 15. Sunderland, 14. Al Aib at UAE, 95. Shanghai, 20. Al Alib, Dubai, 14. And Karaspor, 16. So Gyan is the all-time leading goal scorer for the Ghana national team with 51 goals. He represented Ghana at the 2006, 2010, and 2014 FIFA World Cups. With 6 goals, he is the top African goal scorer in the history of the World Cup. Gyan has also represented Ghana at the 2004 Summer Olympics and in 7 African Cup of Nations in 2008, 2010, 2012, 2013, 2015, 2017, and 2019, helping them finish in the 3rd place in 2008 and runners-up in 2010 and 2015. His honors in football include: he won the BBC Best African Footballer Award in 2010, first runner winner of AFCON, 2nd place African Footballer of the Year, part of the CAP Team of the Year 2010, 2013, and 2014, UAE Pro League top scorer 2011 to 2012, 2012 to 2013, 2013 to 2014, AFC Champions League top scorer 2014, AFC Champions League Dream Team 2014, AFC Foreign Player of the Year 2014, Ghana Player of the Decade, the GFA Awards, the most capped Black Star player, 109 appears with 51 goals in his national career. The African with most goals in World Cup was 6 goals to his credit. Ghana's all-time lead scorer. Gyan carries a UEFA License B coaching certificate. He is currently one of the sport pundits and analysts on Super Sports for any major tournament. Speaker, Gyan is without doubt one of the pioneering entrepreneur footballers with a number of companies. Gyan is credited with the conglomerates of businesses that has provided employment to hundreds of Ghanaians. Studies have shown his versatility in operating businesses in various economic sectors. Some of his businesses are found in the aviation sector, the Baby Jet Airlines, and the housing and real estate sector, Baby Jet Plaza. In the sector of food and agriculture, Gyan has fed many Ghanaians with his vits, noodles, and rice, as well as quenched the thirst of many, the Paradise Mineral Water at Dobro, interestingly located in my constituency in Asamoah. So Gyan's love for art and culture is remarkable, with memories of great dancing feats, as well as songs of celebration that reflects Ghana. His popular songs with the Castro and Kofi Kinata indicate his love for social cohesion and socialization. Speaker, he launched his memoir titled Legion Drive at the Kempinski Gold Coast Hotel in Accra on the 30th April 2022. He has built a state-of-the-art AstroTurf pitch at Accra Academy Secondary School to inspire youth football at the secondary school level. He has boxing promotion with supports and youth to utilize their natural energies to pursue the career of boxing, leading to the development of sports in the country. Speaker, recommendation. A man with such great ability and talent, both on and off the pitch, deserves more. And I strongly believe this personality and vision should be studied in schools to inspire the next generation. Again, a monument should be erected in his name to show our appreciation for the diverse contribution he has made for Ghana and the world at large. He is an icon figure whose brand should be promoted to inspire other rich and endowed footballers to act likewise in the manner in which he contributed to the socio-economic development of our country. Speaker.
By the Honorable Majority Chief Whip. Mr. Speaker, today we are celebrating this man, Asamoah Gyan, for everything he has done in Ghana football and everything he has done for himself, including an extensive support he gave to the public. It is true that football is a pulse of the nation. In football, we are united to support one team, the Black Stars, and he has made a big impression in the Black Stars since he joined the team 2002. And in 2003, Mr. Speaker, he started his professional football and has left a big impression, not just in Ghana, but throughout the world, where he roamed in Europe, in Asia, and in all these places, he carried the name of Ghana very high. And I'm happy we are celebrating him today, because it's good to celebrate people when they are alive. And he exiting from football is giving us a reason to say that it is time for us to also recognize what he has done and play the game he played all these years. He played for everybody, and let us all play for him. That today we are recognizing him as a whole for what he has done for Ghana. Mr. Speaker, the gentleman we are celebrating eventually played a keeping role in Ghana football as a captain, and he moved Ghana along in many of the matches we played, either within Africa or in the world. And for each of them, he has shown he is a distinct person and has shown he is a character to watch and a character to admire. And it's no wonder that in the Black Stars, he's the highest goal scorer and eventually became the player of the year, BBC player of the year, yes. Mr. Speaker, this happened in 2010, and I'm very confident that a goal he scored whilst I was the Minister for Sports in Angola may have contributed to it all. We played Nigeria, and the match was a very tough match. I just told them, I called them together and told them, Asamoah Gyan, we just want one goal to win this match. Once we have one goal, I'm told that we win this match. He assured me he was going to get the goal. The Speaker, at a critical moment, I was sitting and watching the match. He took a ball from the other end and gave a terrible shot, a shot that I can't forget. It went to the other side of the goalkeeper and it entered as a goal. And it was a terrible goal. It was a terrible blow to Nigeria. And the whole of Ghana was ablaze in celebration. The Speaker, on that day, Asamoah Gyan wrote his name in the world football and in African football. And when he was announced as the African Player of the Year, the Speaker, it wasn't surprising to me at all. So I believe that as the highest African scorer of the year, the Speaker, there's good reason for us here in Parliament to celebrate him, if not for nothing at all. It has shot Ghana's name up to the scales. We had already been there. 4-time African players, African winners of the year, winners. And again, we have participated in the World Cup as one of the best teams in Africa. But for him to be recognized as the best, the highest scorer in Africa, the Speaker, is great, and it is writing good name for Ghana football. And as I said, in football we are united, and in football he led us to unite. And for this alone, we need to celebrate him. We have so many things that divide us. Politics divide us, religion divide us, so many things divide us. But in Asamoah Gyan and in Ghana football, we often are united. And I will also celebrate him, thank the maker of the statement for bringing it up, and we all wish him the very best of life in his next career as an exciting individual who does both football and does other entertainments like music and other stuff. The Speaker, thank you for the opportunity.
Asamoah Gyan came from the school system. And if he came from the school system, what is the status of school sports in the country? It means that several Asamoah Gyans are hidden in the school system but have not been given the opportunity. In the days when he was discovered by Coach J.E. Sapp, school sports was at its peak. We had regular national school sports festivals from the basic schools to the second cycle schools, and even continued to the universities. And also, when you come to the public sector, we had the CESA Games. So regular competition made the athletes and the footballers to have opportunities to express themselves. I would want to urge the Ministry of Youth and Sports to look at the structure of our competition. The structure of competitions seems to be hanging in an ambience because school sports has been neglected for far too long. Asamoah Gyan also had a mentor in the person of the late Sly Tete. We need to emphasize that, who formed Liberty Professionals, of which I was a director of Liberty Professionals, which groomed Asamoah Gyan to stardom. Asamoah Gyan served this country from the very basic of football structure, from the coast level to the national team. He was a motivational leader of the national team, whom in local parlance we say Jama. Anytime the team lined up to go into the field of play, he coined a song that motivated the players to know that the match before them was something that is dear to their hearts and for the country. Asamoah Gyan was not only a football person. Asamoah Gyan ventured into professional boxing. He promoted a couple of professional boxing tournaments in the country, dubbed Baby Jet Boxing Promotions. He was also into music. He promoted music. Indeed, he was an all-rounder. No wonder he has ventured into business. And I believe that with the active support of the state, Asamoah Gyan should be a mentor to so many young football talents and sportsmen all over the country. My colleague, the maker of the statement, talked about a monument to be erected on his behalf. I will even urge that we should even look at one of the educational institutions that should be named after him, and that will encourage future sportsmen and women to take up sports as part of the economy of this country. The Brazilians have done it. That is why they export a lot of football talents all over the world. And what they contribute to their economy is enormous. I believe we can also do the same thing. We should not also forget about the fact that there were people before Asamoah Gyan. At times when you listen to the radios, the Retired Football Association, Reverend Osei Kofi and others, they complain bitterly about unfulfilled promises. If we don't treat our past heroes properly, naturally we are not going to have others to take up after them. That is why I said that there are several Asamoah Gyans. Let this country recognize that sports is part of our national development. And if we do that, Mr. Speaker, I believe Ghana will become one of the best sporting nations in Africa. With these few words, I thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to continue.